Today on the channel, we're going to try to buy some fun and interesting tech directly from Japan using a website called Sendico.com. Now, they aren't sponsoring this video, but in case you've never heard of them, basically they aggregate results from a bunch of different online retailers, such as Mercari, Yahoo Auctions, and Rakuten, and puts all of them together in one relatively easy to use website. So let's jump right in. Let me type in smartphone, which I think in Japanese is just smartphone. So this is the Sharp Aquos Crystal. The claim to fame for it was that it had very tiny screen bezels back in the day, like in 2010 or something like that. Yo, and this one turns on, it looks like it's fully working too. For 8,000 yen or about $50. As of the recording of this video, the yen is almost $1 to 160 yen, which is insane. It's bad for the Japanese market, but our US dollar goes way further here. Never actually held one in person. This would be really cool to get in. All right, yeah, let's do it. What about if I just type in Nintendo? Oh, what the heck? A Game Boy Pocket Hello Kitty edition. Wow, I like that pink actually. Hello Kitty. Now, to be fair, with Sendico, you don't have to just buy old tech, but I think that's where we're gonna get the most unique results. So I'm typing things like camcorder, old game consoles, and stuff like that. Sega Kata Super Prologue 21 Karaoke. That's a thing? What? Bro, it even has all of the audio coming out the back and a bunch of ports that I've never seen in my goddamn life. This video is gonna get expensive fast, dude. Oh, what the f is this? It's a portable wireless record player? Interesting. Beef Tomahawk steak, anime meat, and ooh. What about if I type in PlayStation? Oh, welcome back, good old friend. It's the PSX Catalog. I'm gonna buy this, but also while I'm here, what about if I just bought another PSX? One that's not broken. We just killed a console. All right, I've seen enough listings here on Sendico, so let me put my orders in, and we'll be back in a couple of weeks to show you guys what I got. All right, what we have here appears to be our smartphone. So this is one that we never got in the United States, but had a really unique design for when it came out back in 2014. This one is called the Aquos Crystal 305 SH, or as I like to call it, the bezel-less smartphone. There are some signs of wear and tear, like the screen has some hits in it, maybe some light scratching here and there, but now that I've gotten most of the gunk out of the way, oh, yo, I love that rainbow effect around the screen when you turn it on. I mean, that's not particularly special. You do get edge lighting on Galaxy phones, for example. Before I do anything, what version of Android is this even running? Well, I can tell you that it is very, very old because of how dated this notification shade looks. Basically, because they made the bezel on the screen so minimal, the whole front of this phone vibrates to mimic a speaker. Don't know what that's gonna actually sound like. We're gonna test that out in a moment once I find something to play. The hardware in this device is so dated that media-rich websites such as YouTube definitely take a while to load. We're loading. This is an iPod. Wait. This speaker ain't too bad.
Basically, the writer was nostalgic for the good old days.
Whoa. Okay. So when you are making a call, the phone will vibrate in your ear from the screen. But if you're playing back media, there's actually a speaker on the back here. I thought it would be like a vent or something. I don't know why I thought that, but the sound does come out of here when you're playing back video. There is a bit of a discrepancy here though. When the video stutters every now and then, the audio ever so slightly drifts from the video, so it can be out of sync. My mouth is not matching the words I'm actually saying. Yeah. You can see that delay, very easy. A remnant of phones from the past, a removable back. Though, wow. Can you not take out the battery? Okay, what else? Ooh, there's a camera. We should try that. Selfie. I don't know what else to say. That looks okay. I mean, not the highest resolution thing, but decent. Oh, I also realized because the screen on this phone is shifted upward and it has quite a bit of a chin here to house some other components. They also have a front-facing camera that's on the bottom. It probably makes for the most unpleasant looking angle if I had to guess. That is unfortunate. All things considered, the fact that the screen looks absolutely gorgeous, the design holds up today to an extent, and also the fact that it runs decently well considering how dated the hardware is and its version of Android, I think this was a pretty good deal. Of course, given that we paid $51. Not too shabby. Ooh, we got a Sony Walkman, the good old classic. If I'm being honest, I haven't looked at these enough as much as I probably should because they have gotten pretty damn expensive, especially in the aftermarket here in the US. But from Sendico, I was actually able to find this one for $80, which might sound like a lot of money for an old piece of tech, but in terms of Walkmans, especially one that's, whoa, very clean, might as well have struck gold at that point. And it came with a retro pair of headphones as well. These are super old school, probably very comfortable to wear, very light, so you won't feel the fatigue wearing these for a while. Oh yeah, these feel like nothing. It's like I'm wearing nothing at all. Nothing at all. Nothing at all.
Stupid sexy Flanders!
So by the looks of it, this Walkman also has AM, FM functionality, AKA the radio for the kids that might not know what that is. Basically, if I set this to the right mode, it will wirelessly have music beamed to it from some tower probably like 20 miles away. Really cool stuff. Just check it out. Okay, so how do I turn you on? Where's the sleep wake button? Do I have to slide to unlock? Oh, duh, there's a, you could load a cassette in here too. That's actually kind of cool though. There's no button for it. I know a lot of Walkmans have an actual physical button to release a spring-loaded door, but this one thankfully does not. And the spring, actually functioning pretty well. I hear static. Maybe I should tune it to an actual radio station first. Radio sounds surprisingly good. I think what's impressing me here is that these very small and lightweight headphones have a surprising amount of bass, considering that they just sit on your ears and again, are very tiny. But in order to listen to this with the best possible quality, I think we gotta use the cassette function. And luckily, Sendico got me covered. It's weeb hours, ladies and gentlemen. So what I have here is something that I've actually wanted in my anime collection for a long time. One of my favorite shows ever is this music one called K-On! And one of the coolest parts is in the eye catches in the middle of the show where they would air commercial breaks and whatnot, they'd have a little card to transition from the first half to the second half of the show, which was a cassette tape. And it just so happened that with one of the CD releases of the music in the show, they included a cassette tape. And now I have this. Bought it on Sendico for 4,000 yen off auction, or about $25 with the current exchange rate. Yeah, if you were super into anime in 2009, odds are you probably knew what K-On! Was.
It sounds like anime Lemonade Mouth if they never went anywhere. Did you see Lemonade Mouth?
No, I did not. I have no idea what that is. I watched Cadet Kelly.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Oh, Hillary Duff?
Okay.
Are you kidding me? So yesterday. Let's see, what tracks do we have here? I want to hear Fool for a Time because that is my favorite K-On! Song. Play. Oh, Fool for a Time. Da 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 da. This is actually my go-to karaoke song. It's like my warm-up. This is such a vibe, listening to old school headphones and old school media format and listening to an audio tape that was recorded probably in 2010, but sounds like it was recorded with a potato. I don't know if anyone will even find this interesting, but if you like K-On!, let me know in the comments. Next up, we have Soundburger. Delicious. Look at the pattern on the box, that's cute. But most importantly, here is the Soundburger itself along with some accessories. I don't know if I mentioned this fact yet, just in case I didn't. This is a record player. The idea was that the buns, if you will, was the actual player itself, and your patty would be some kind of vinyl record, which over here I have Idol from Yoasobi. Oh, nice. There is a handle, so you can carry this around if you want, maybe to a beach party or to your friend's house if you have friends. Don't look up at me. I don't know if you don't have friends or don't have friends. So 2100 milliamps, 7.56 watt hours. Does it have a charge? The answer is yes, it is moving. Okay, let me open this up. We slide this notch to open the Soundburger. Okay, I'm guessing we take off this protective cover for the needle. Scratch that, I took off the needle. Whoops. The Soundburger doesn't have a speaker on it, but if you hold your ear to the record, you can hear the needle going through it. Let me actually try to hook this up over Bluetooth. The power button's blinking, which I think means that something is happening. If you're wondering why I'm surprised, there's no screen interface or anything here. So it just assumed that between this pairing and this pairing, they both just kind of boop, found each other. I'll get the chorus going. I don't. Cool. Yeah, that is awesome. It just works. In terms of sound quality, it's not going to be the best over Bluetooth, right? You're always going to get better audio coming out of the line out port here, which is just a normal 3.5-inch jack. In terms of price, it costs $150, which might not be the worst, honestly, because I feel like there are cheap record players out there, but a lot of them don't sound good. This one is actually not too bad. Next up, we have a chunky, but woo, that made a noise. Look at this bad boy, man. Yeah, this absolutely looks like the news station special. In fact, I believe we actually might have used this at my film school for documentaries. It has a little motorized caddy to put your DV tape, because that's the recording format here, which now that I think about it, I don't have any tapes to use right now, so we're gonna have to come back to actually get real impressions of this. But some impressive things here, this has built-in ND filters, which I feel like is kind of a luxury in cameras unless you pay a lot of money for them, like $3 to $5 grand at least. As you can imagine, with a bulky lens such as this, the amount of zoom that you can get is insane. You can see our anime figures in the back there. Yeah. There's some editing action. This is what it looks like to be on the other side of it. Anyway, we'll be right back once I get some tape to film with this camera. I cannot wait, man. All right, so it took a little bit, but our camcorder is finally ready. Forgive the mess on the desk here, but you might notice that this camcorder setup is a little more complicated than we initially started with. And that's because when it comes to these devices with tape drives, offloading the media obviously isn't straightforward like recording on a digital camera and grabbing a file. You have to actually linearly watch all the media off the tape, record that, and then you can edit it in your Final Cut or DaVinci Resolve, which you can then upload onto YouTube. It's a bit more of a process. And so I've set up the camcorder with an ingenious recording device. So not only is this a preview display that hooks up directly to my camera, but it also has a micro SD card slot on the top so that I can record directly to this without having to use the DV tapes. I mean, come on, tell me this is not a vibe. Don't mind me just vlogging with my camcorder. We're gonna go say hi to Matt. Hi.
Hello.
How's it going?
It's going.
Look, it's my rig.
Wow. I remember 2007. It's got some good dynamic range if it's getting out the window.
Actually, you know, it ain't too bad.
It's not terrible.
The only thing to really keep in mind when buying a Japanese camcorder, especially a Sony, is that the menu settings are all in Japanese. So you can't scroll through and it makes a lot of fun noises, but yeah, good luck reading all of that.
And also something I didn't realize until later is that there is also an HDMI port on here. And why that's useful is because this camcorder can actually record in HD using mini DV tapes. So while I'm doing this whole mess in HD for effect, you can in theory get an HD recorder and do the same thing with higher quality. All in all, this camcorder setup, pretty freaking good. Hell yeah.
This next item is pretty cool. It is a PSX Catalog. Now, if you don't know what the PSX is, we did a video on it a couple of months ago. And basically, it was an offshoot of the PlayStation 2 that Sony released in 2003 that basically did a whole bunch of stuff for your living room apart from playing video games. Yeah, this flyer is kind of sick. We only paid like $7 for it, and it is in pristine condition. These will make great display pieces, maybe for the coffee table here in the Denki studio. But my friends, that is not all that has to do with the PSX in this Sendico video, because I also happen to have another PSX in the house. I was able to find it at auction for about $100 US, which is really cheap for these things, especially considering that supposedly it's in proper working condition. I mean, I would hope so, because it literally hopped an ocean to come here. Okay, so, wow. I must say, this is in really good condition. I mean, there are scratches on the top case here. It is clear acrylic plastic, so naturally these will get scuffed anyway. So I guess there's nothing for it. Let's get some power hooked up, a TV on the table, and fingers crossed that I got my money's worth here. This TV is so reflective. Hello, how's it going? All right, moment of truth. Powered on. Ooh, it smells like a old Japanese home. No signal. Oh boy. Get a nice blinking light over here. Things are spinning. Oh, fancy, except that video does not look good. A lot of that is scuffed. All right, maybe we're partially working here, but let me do some more troubleshooting real quick. In my infinite wisdom, because we couldn't find an S-video cable, I just brought the other PlayStation TV. Okay, I forgot this TV is British, so it needs a different power connector. We need to adapt the voltage into freedom units. Oh, wait, no, I'm dumb. There's AV on the side of this TV. Hey, we got some color. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Oh, look at this. We got some TV recordings here. Ooh, someone did not format this before they sent it to me. Can I guess what period this is from? When were these TV shows recorded? Oh, here we go. We got a car in this shot. Okay. Billy Joel. Yeah, that's a really cool look at what TV was like back in the day. Oh, Murcielago. Oh, that really dates this video. Okay. While I don't have a Japanese PS2 game to try out, I have a PlayStation 1 game. This one is for NTSC-J, so it should work perfectly fine on our PSX if the drive is working properly. Disc in. It took it? We got it! We got a game. Okay, was that just a loading screen? Success! We did it! We have a working PSX! Got some basketball, tip off. Yep, 2 languages I don't know. Japanese and basketball. What is going on here? I keep spamming buttons, maybe something will happen. Okay, the game works. The last thing that I would like to test out is a Japanese DVD. This is from Honeyworks, actually, with a famous song that some people might know. Hopefully this DVD should just work. Y'all hear that? It made some kind of noise. That didn't sound good. What does that say? Dubbing footage from your hard disk to a DVD disc. Oh, I don't want to burn it. No. Where's my DVD? I want to play my DVD. Yeah, our DVD video is not showing up. That is a shame. Though again, I will take that we were able to play a PlayStation game on it, which is the most important part of why we even own this thing anyway. It is in fact a PlayStation, so good job there. I'll take it as like a 90% win. Obviously, this video is not entirely about this device, but let me know if you want to see another video where we try to actually preserve the hardware, maybe back up the hard drive because those are the most volatile things about this console and are very hard to replace. And we can also do some mods as well, and I'll actually put in some more care this time as to not break it. But let me know if you want to see more content on the PSX. I'd love to do more. Overall, I'm really happy with the items we found on Sendico, and the site itself was really easy to use. Granted, shipping stuff from Japan through Sendico can cost a pretty penny, but the fact that there's a whole world of Japanese tech available out there for your collection, and that the yen is super cheap right now, makes it a better time than ever to give it a go. Honestly, it probably won't be the last time I'll be using this service on the channel, but let me know what you think about it in the comments below. And otherwise, thanks for watching this video on Denki Channel.